Hey everybody, it's Frugal Brando here. So today I want to ask all of you something. How many of you have spent money online somewhere in about the past, let's say 30 days? We did just have Thanksgiving, Black Friday, actually a lot of retailers did a whole week, not just one day of sales. And then you always have Cyber Monday, which follows afterwards. So how many of you bought something during that time? Let me know in the comments below what it was that you bought. Unless it was a gift, of course. You don't have to share a Christmas gift yet. But that's great that you got whatever you were looking for or what you needed, but there are ways to shop online that can save you money. Cashback are such beautiful words, and one of these free tools that I used actually saved me 50% cashback, which that's like a dream come true to someone who just wants to get money from things. So today I'm going over my top 5 tools that I use. These are resources, online extensions, things that you can use to save money when shopping online. So to kick us off at number 5, we've got Camel. Yes, that sounds like a pretty funny name, but it is actually a really cool site. So this is something that I use anytime I'm going to think about buying something from Amazon. You can basically take the link that you get from any item on Amazon, throw that in the camel search, and it'll give you this whole graph about the price history of what it's been up and down, if now is a really high price for it or if now it's a really low price for it. This works for Amazon sellers and also third-party sellers. It's something that anytime I'm really considering buying an item, or maybe I want to throw it into my wish list for later because it's too high right now, it's something that I always like to use whenever I'm shopping at Amazon. What's really weird to me is for how big of a company Amazon is. They don't tell you if an item goes on sale or not. You can add an item to your wish list. Let's say you did this back in September or something, and the price went up and down, up and down, up and down since then. Well, it wouldn't have been nice to be notified when it actually went down. Maybe you would have bought the item. Amazon, if you go into your wish list, it'll tell you if the item has actually dropped at its current date. It'll say, hey, this is down 12% from when you added it, but why not tell me that? Well, Camel solves this problem. Basically, when you throw that link into their search, you can also set up custom price alerts, which is something that I have set up on a few things that I'm looking for on Amazon. So you can have it to be custom filters where you put in a certain threshold of, I want it to be this price. Or you can just say any price drop or a certain percentage. It's really cool if you do want to be notified of things from your wish list. Definitely don't just put this on every item unless you really want to buy every item. And there are no affiliate or referral links to Camel, but for convenience, I will throw a link down in the description just so you can access it there and check it out if you want to. Now, coming up next on the list, we have the extension Honey. So for anyone who's a bit curious, an extension is like a little mini program that'll run inside your web browser. It'll work on Safari, Chrome. We don't need to talk about IE. I'll need to make a video if you're using IE for personal use. But anyway, basically Honey is a really cool extension that you can use to save you money. It does similar features to Camel, but it has one really cool selling point that works across so many different retailers. That's why it comes above it. So let's say you're browsing on whatever website. You can mouse over the item when you have Honey installed, and it'll tell you the previous price history of the video over the past several weeks or so. You can also set up alerts using Honey. However, the thing that makes Honey really shine is the ability to automatically apply coupons at checkout. So let's say you were already going to buy something, it was in your cart, so you basically knew you were going to be paying for it and purchasing it. Well, Honey will basically pop up and say, I found coupons. I did this twice, but I'm just going to keep this in the video because this is such a good take for me. So Honey will apply those coupons, or at least try to apply those coupons, see if any of them work at your checkout. Sometimes there's only one, sometimes there's like 6 of them, and you just basically saved free money from using this. So a link to Honey is down below. It's definitely something that I've used and still will use in 2021 and future years to try and save money unless something else better comes out. Coming up at number 3 on this list, we have an app that I've actually only used a few times here and there, but this past few weeks when I've been ordering Christmas gifts for friends and family, I would see a random notification that you earned cash back, and I completely forgot about it. So this third one is definitely the most passive, and that is going to be Dosh. So this is an app that provides you card-linked cashback rewards. Basically, you create an account, set up whatever credit cards you have, and then you throw them in there, and that's it. They do have an app that you can use to find specific offers, so you could know at this retailer you're going to get 2% cash back, or this retailer you're going to get 5% cash back. I was a bit concerned about linking my credit cards there. Obviously, when you do have a credit card, you have so much fraud protection and everything else, so if worse came to worse, I would just call them up and say there was compromised in that whole ordeal. But Dash does use 256-bit encryption. They don't sell your data, which is really nice. Not many companies will actually say that they don't do that anymore. So I felt safe with it, and I have earned a few bucks with Dash so far. Sadly, you do have to get to $25, so it'll take me a few months or a few years at the rate that I spend money, but a link is down below if you guys want to check it out. All right, so we're on number 2, and if you made it this far, this is where I actually start spending money. So, coming in on this spot is going to be Rakuten. Now, maybe a few years ago you heard of a company called Ebates. They're a little small company. Well, back in 2014, Rakuten actually bought them for $1 billion. So, they weren't really that small, actually. What's cool about Rakuten is they hit every single application, I guess you could say, or a device. So they are an extension that runs in your browser. That's the really cool piece that will tell you, kind of similar to Honey, hey, we can save you 3% here, 2% here. Just click this button. So it's once again really passive from that regard. That's actually what I'm going to talk about in a second. They also have an app where you can do the same thing. You can shop, scroll through deals on their app. And they also have a website where you can scroll through and search. So you could actually shop directly from Rakuten, or you could go and keep just browsing the internet and buying stuff, whatever it is you want. Well, minus the buying stuff. Only do that if you need to and if it's a good deal and stuff like that. But anyway, so let's say you're on Best Buy and you're trying to buy a new stove or something like that. Well, browse like you normally will. Once you get to checkout, it's going to come up and say, hey, I can save you 3% or 2%. Note that sometimes there are some exclusions, so Rakuten will list those there. All you have to do is wait for the page to refresh, and then it's good also just to check on the extension if you're searching this way that yes, it did say now 2%, 1%, 3% cashback is active. Now, I've worked in the IT enterprise space for several years, and I've had previous retail technology experience as well. Tech is also a passion of mine. So I've actually wanted to purchase a virtual private network, or VPN for short, for a few years now. It's just a way to encrypt my network traffic and be more secure when browsing the web. So it's tough because these things, at least to me, are pretty pricey. Some of them can be $50 to $100 a year, and I definitely wanted to go with the best of the best, which is NordVPN. Now, this is not a sponsored video or anything with them, but they're definitely at the top of the game when it comes to encryption, and they do not provide logs to anyone. Also at the top is their pricing. It is $143.40 a year. Now, this year they had a promotion for 2 years plus 3 months would be $286.80 normally, but it was $89. So I decided at $89 I was going to pull a plug and say, yes, I'm going to get a VPN until 2023 sometime because of those extra few months. So I went in, entered my information, and then what came up? Rakuten. 50% cash back on this purchase. All I had to do was click sure thing, boom, check out, and then so the total that was charged to my card was $94.34, I believe. Rakuten, I got the email basically right after that purchase saying, hey, you just got $44.50 cash back. I also used one of my credit cards, which gives 1% cash back on every purchase. So that was another 94 cents, almost $1. So I actually paid $48.90 for something that was going to cost $286.80, which I believe, I'm going to show the math, but that should be over 80% off. That just blew my mind and is pretty much the reason I wanted to make this video, along with just the overall general statement about the number one way, which is now. Last but long least, we're at number one, which is definitely going to be my favorite way for cashback, rewards, all of that stuff, which is credit cards. Now, I do want to put a little disclaimer here of this is a frugal channel and I'm fairly money smart, which is why I want to do this. So yes, I will put like maybe referral links for some of these cashback things and something like that in there. We could absolutely be making money with these credit cards. I could get $50 when you sign up. You could get $50 just by signing up and making your first purchase, or $100 cash back and that type of stuff. But it feels a little bit immoral for me to put referral links when I'm also trying to help people manage money and understand money. So I'll just be talking generally about credit cards here and no referrals or anything like that for now. These are definitely some of the best ways to get cash back on your purchases from everywhere. Certain cards will have better percentages cash back, more at gas stations, dining, restaurants. And the other great thing about credit cards is you'll see mystery offers. Some of these mystery offers in this month alone that I've done are Chase actually sent me an offer for 3 months of Dash Pass, and the next, I believe, 9 months after, it is 50% off. I can tell you that I'm going to cancel probably on 2 months and 30 days, but for other people who might be using Dash Pass or DoorDash a lot, that could be a really good deal. Another one is Best Buy, the Visa card, which I use pretty frequently. They will send offers every now and then of spend X amount of money outside of Best Buy and we'll give you $10 in reward certs. Now, this actually timed out absolutely perfectly because they sent me this award a few weeks ago, and it was going to be spend $300 outside of Best Buy between November and December. Well, what came in the mail was my auto insurance bill, which is several $100s because I pay every 6 months, as I mentioned a bit early in the video how I like to do my finances. So all I had to do was pay my auto insurance with the credit card and then pay off the credit card that same month to save on the interest. And lo and behold, Best Buy sent me $15 in free money. The weirdest thing with that timing is I've had some of my audio engineering friends and some of my other smart friends helping me out with setting up this YouTube channel. So shout out to Ben here, he's been helping, but he sent me a link of an item that I should be getting for a better enhanced microphone. That just so happens to be $15. I have never, ever seen an item at Best Buy, other than like gift cards, be an even price. Every item, because it's a retailer, is going to be $12.99, $15.99, or $7.99.99, never an even price. Because this was $15, it was actually free. So that is definitely how I'm going to be saving money the rest of 2020 and going into 2021. So I hope you all can use this information to better your savings and your spending when it comes to shopping online, and then some cases in stores if it's going to be with credit cards and everything like that. So I also can't believe I shot this whole ending in one take, so this is going to make editing for me so much easier. As anyone who knows me personally knows, I suck at editing. I'm still learning all of that, so I'm still going to be making videos about weekly. Expect those to come out Wednesday afternoon between 4:30 and 5. And until then, be smart with your money. Now, like I just mentioned, that last clip was too good to edit, but I do want to have a little talk at the end of the video. So the channel name is now Frugal Brando. I feel like this is going to be a lot more personal and connecting with the audience of having my name, or in this case, a nickname in the channel name. I know a lot of the YouTubers that I personally watch could even just be their name in their channel. And I feel like that's a better way to do this. I also didn't want to shy away anyone who isn't a millennial. Yes, I am a incredibly frugal millennial, but I think the goal of this channel is to help everyone else be frugal and invest and save and do everything else and be smart with their money. And that might actually be my new catchphrase, because I think most YouTubers have a catchphrase, and that might be mine. So I'm pretty happy about that. The other thing that, reason why I'm changing this channel name to Frugal Brando is because the Frugal Millennial and not even Frugal Millennial fits in Twitter. So I did change both my Twitter and Instagram to Frugal Brando if anyone wants to check it out there. And I guess I'll say it again now, but until then, be smart with your money.